Hi folks, Scott Review Guys. And I think you know who this is. This is, Chris. Chris, stand up. Sit up. Sit up.
What?
I'm just trying to tell the people that we had a plan. See, he's so happy.
What?
I was telling the people that we're leveling the playing field. Right, Jeff, buddy? Shake my hand. Okay, alright. Jeff, obviously we're talking about.
Huh?
The one and only. Okay, you can stop. It's over.
Ready for my match, man?
Jeff Hardy, we've been watching the headlines all week, and they've just gotten more and more troubling. That Sunday night he was a little inebriated. We watched the match, and I gotta say,
I don't know. First of all, it took him like 20 minutes to come out, which is never a good sign.
When it's Jeff Hardy.
When it's Jeff Hardy.
And he comes out with he comes out through a cloud of smoke, which is also not a good sign. It's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, that wasn't special effects, folks. That was just that was Jeff. Woo! Lit up, man. Damn it, man.
And then, of course, Eric Bischoff changed the whole scenario, which I find very strange that they didn't try to talk to them backstage, either one of them.
I think I'm guessing that they didn't realize how bad he was, and then he comes out and they're like, okay, he's pretty bad.
And it was a...
Why did they add somebody, though? I don't understand why they didn't add somebody.
It's a good question, but the match itself was just completely wasted. Jeff was trying to get his heel heat with that shirt toss thing. I mean, come on. He can do better than that. Jeffrey. So, what's next for Jeff Hardy?
Jail, hopefully. I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but...
Maybe that'll be his...
I think that's what he needs. I think the man needs to go to jail because, you know, he's just... that... You can't respect somebody that does that. I mean, I'm sorry. Look, I mean, God bless the guy. Really.
Disappointing. It's disappointing.
It is. It's incredibly disappointing because we're fans of his. I'm a huge fan of his. Always have been. But then I mean, I will say this. I watched that, but just watching that match, his whole demeanor... I mean, he's not the same guy.
My number one question is, okay, addiction. I watch that Dr. Drew, what is it, Celebrity Rehab, and honestly, I am very sympathetic.
Maybe he'll go on Celebrity Rehab.
Maybe. But I'm very sympathetic to people with hardcore addiction.
Hardcore.
Really, I am. I mean, it's an illness. But how is there nobody in Jeff's life to say, hey, buddy, get your act together? Seriously.
He doesn't have a mother. I mean...
He's got a father, he's got a brother.
He's got a father that's redneck.
His brother is cross-eyed, so he probably doesn't know which one to talk to.
He's got a brother.
Dad was like, yeah, I took care of it, I talked to Jeff when he was standing in the corner.
Well, his brother is just as crazy.
True, oh yeah, I forgot about the recent...
They're all kooks. I mean, they're from North Carolina, which should...
He's got a lady. He's got a wife.
My family's from North Carolina, so I mean that should.
Oh, I forgot. I should have jumped on that because I hate North Carolina for producing this one.
They didn't produce me. I'm a Floridian through and through.
Yeah, somewhat. Anything else about Jeff?
That's about it. I just wanted to talk about that briefly.
Yeah. But we're moving on. This is a twofer. It's a twofer.
Topher? Yes, that's me.
Monday Night Raw. What'd you think?
I think the opening segment between The Rock and a little kid.
And apparently that kid is a YouTube sensation. So WWE, we're waiting for our call.
Yeah, okay. That skit was outstanding. And as far as the whole Rock versus John Cena thing, Rock is clearly doing a much better job because that second little rap that Cena did was terrible. It was last week. The one last week? That was terrible. You remember?
Yeah. Last week.
It was just not any good. And I think old Rocky Johnson is doing a much better job as far as that whole thing goes.
You know who I was surprised, who happy to see. So wait, no, let me relive the moment because I gotta say Monday is a tough day for me. It's always tough, and so I'm kind of dozing off.
You were asleep a couple of times.
Only because it's a tough day.
I was wondering. I was like, Jeff.
But anyway, so Grandmaster Sexay comes out.
Who you've never seen before.
But I've read all about him in the book. And so they're doing this thing, and it's kind of interesting, but it's not great, and it just seems to drag on too long, so I start nodding. And then I hear Michael Cole say something, and then I hear, and I jumped up in my seat, and I said, oh! And out came JR, my goodness.
We were so excited to see old JR. Oh my God, it was brilliant.
You're a rat bastard. I hope this isn't killing his opportunity to announce at WrestleMania. Maybe it won't. Maybe it just, But somebody made the comment, and I always forget to write people's names down who make comments that I like. We were complaining about the Jerry Lawler-Michael Cole thing, saying Jerry Lawler deserves better, Michael Cole's not even a wrestler. Somebody commented Andy Kaufman was not a wrestler. And yet, they did a good little thing together. They put on good matches. They had a great program.
The only concern that I have is that the build-up for this thing is great. It really is. It's great. That whole like that glass cage thing. I wanted to mention that. That was fantastic.
I'll bet you
I loved that.
I bet there's a contingent that thought that was too much.
I thought that was great.
I thought it was so bizarre.
But the concern that I have with this is there's all this build-up. How good is this match going to be? Because I think if you have all this build-up that is so great, if the match is even mediocre, people are going to be let down by that.
But go back to Andy Kaufman, which is a genius setup. The match itself, or their first
Michael
match.
Cole is no Andy Kaufman.
True,
I'm sorry.
True, but the point is, you get people heated enough and invested enough in this whole story and in this
because
whole
even
thing.
When he put that ankle lock on, he looked so ridiculous doing it.
He's got 20 days. Well, no, wait, how many now?
He's got
17
days-ish. But yeah, that's my concern, is how good is this actual match going to be? I'm afraid that since Swagger's going to be out there, Stone Cold is going to be out there, I'm going to go ahead and assume that old JR will be out there now. That there's going to be so many people running around, so much going on.
That does seem to water it down.
That it may not turn into an actual match. It may just be some sort of gimmick thing.
Yeah, true.
That I'm going to go ahead and assume that we're going to see a lot of Swagger and Lawler running around, and Stone Cold will get involved in some way, and I'm going to guess it's going to end with Michael Cole getting a stunner.
What?
That's my guess.
Damn it! You ruined everything.
Some beers will be drank, and all that fun jazz.
This guy right here, I'm going to call him Miss Cleo.
But no, seriously. Honestly, because I've wanted to say this about this WrestleMania, and I think maybe I have touched on it. You're going to have The Undertaker, obviously. Triple H, obviously. Shawn Michaels will be there because he's getting inducted. Stone Cold Steve Austin will be there because he's going to be the referee. The Rock will be there because he's the host. I feel like I'm back in the 90s, man. I mean, it feels like the Attitude Era all over again. I think that's cool.
That's a good thing.
But is it going to take away from the actual matches that we're going to see?
Good point. And
I got to say, that whole Snooki thing.
Ruined. I think it ruined my. What is this? March?
Yes.
This ruined my.
The Ides of March. Is today the Ides of March?
13th or 16th?
No, it's not today.
15th.
15th. It was yesterday.
I didn't beware. That's what happened.
Beware the Ides of March. But anyway, no, that is ridiculous.
Ruined my.
It really is.
Ruined my.
I thought that the initial idea of that match was ridiculous, but then when I found out that Snooki's going to be involved, I'm sorry. And God bless that chubby little girl. She looks like an Oompa Loompa. She has some very wide hips. I don't know if it was just.
I think your TV's straight.
I don't know, but good God.
Oh, poor little thing.
She's not attractive.
No, but
she's not. Sorry.
People, let's take a poll. Snooki, attractive? Yes or no? No. God, just saying. I'm not saying.
There is one on that show that, what's her name? That JWoww?
Whoa. She needs to change her name to Jay. Whoa. Joey Lawrence. Look it up. Anything else? Well, since we're complaining, I may as well keep complaining. I was not happy with Triple H's promo that he cut on The Undertaker on SmackDown.
But say I didn't see that.
I think that the you know, Chris was saying that, you know, the anger at The Undertaker could be over the retirement of Shawn Michaels, which I think is great. Sentimental, you know, tugs at the heartstrings of the old DX people. Out comes Triple H saying, Shawn Michaels lost because he's weak. And then he goes on to say, I'm not going to lose because I'm crazy.
Well, they may have done that because this is another match where you have, you know, basically two faces fighting each other.
Yeah, but
maybe they want someone to look more like the bad guy.
Okay, I'll give you that, but it's not going to work. People love Triple H too much. He's been gone too long.
I will say this. The only thing that concerns me about this match is, and it concerned me about it the first time I heard it, it's going to be a good match. It really will be. And the build-up for it is great. But I think it is so obvious that The Undertaker is going to win because it's Triple H. If Triple H wins this match, you think you've seen some upset people at him before. They're going to be irate, and they're going to blame it all on the whole, you know, he's the boss's daughter, he's heir to the company, all that fun jazz.
But so,
I'm afraid that takes away from the match a little bit because Taker's going to win. We expected him to win anyway, regardless, but
I disagree with your point only to say this. The WWE is not going to make Triple H lose simply because the fans will be upset, because I think the number of fans who really understand all of that stuff is minute, and they've never tried to please us anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's
a
very good point. They haven't.
So, you know, I still say it's not as up in the air as Shawn Michaels was, but still, I think you've got an interesting dynamic. Mm-hmm. Anything else worth noting?
That's about it. That's what we wanted to discuss. We have another video on the way.
Sin Cara. Are we happy?
We'll see. I'm wary. I'm guessing he's gonna be on Raw now. Are they cutting promos for him on SmackDown?
I don't think so.
He must be on Raw. Go figure.
So we'll talk to y'all very soon. We got a very fun video about the next contest. That's coming up probably after you see this sometime soon. Adios.
Peace, everybody.